All right, this is the. This song's kind of interesting.
Wait a minute. This is MIXTUREcast number
Oh yeah,
9.
Nine. Number
Nine?
nine. Number nine.
Number 9.
Remember that?
9.
What's that from?
I have no clue.
Oh, it's from the Beatles.
Oh, well, I'm not a huge Beatles fan.
Oh my! What?
Really?
That's like heresy to me. It's just
I mean, I like YUellow Submarine, even though it's about drugs.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, the movie or the music?
Well, the movie was made by druggies, I think.
Yeah. Well, the movie. I don't like the movie because it's I never liked it, but I love the music. Not.
The music's pretty cool, but
What about Paul McCartney? How do you feel about Paul McCartney?
He has made some interesting life choices that have not paid out.
There is nothing wrong with marrying a one-legged model.
There's nothing wrong with driving a Model T either.
Yeah.
Or drinking sweet tea.
Did you say Cheryl Teague? What?
No, Model T.
Oh.
Anyway.
So anyway, yes.
Welcome to MIXTUREcast 9.
Yes, number 9.
Number 9.
Which that comes from, my reference was off the White Album, for those of you that care.
Okay.
Anyway, so this song is called Holly Tree Hopeful. And 2 or 3 interesting things about this song. Actually, 4 interesting things.
Okay.
No more than 6.
All right.
These are just my recollections. You jump in with yours.
Okay.
First of all, we were in Iowa. The band, the Joey Stuckey band, or JSB, is affectionately known by those who know to know. The band was in Iowa performing at Buena Vista University, and we were up there seeing a very dear friend, David Klee, who's one of the finest musicians and certainly one of the finest people that I know.
Incredible flute player.
Oh, well, and he's also a heck of a bass player.
Yeah, he is.
Oh man.
Hey, I'll put some links if you're watching this on YouTube. I'll put some links on to his stuff down there.
Yeah.
Mi Bonita. I actually played on that album.
You did?
Yeah.
It's really, I mean, everything he does is great.
Pretty cool stuff.
And his whole family is very talented, actually. Mm-hmm. His wife and his son are both gifted as well. Well, actually, both his sons. But anyway, so we were up there. He's a professor up there and does a lot of really great work. And we were up there. I did my inspirational talk and some master classes in music technology. And then the band came up and did a concert. Well, one of the young ladies that interviewed me for the college paper said, "What music are you listening to right now?" And I said something that was true. Sounds kind of like it makes me like kind of a stoned hippie sounding, but it really is true. I said, "Right now I'm digging this bird outside my window." And it's true. My backyard is very, very busy. Lots of birds, little animals scurrying around. And this one bird was just beautiful and was nesting near my back window. And he's in this holly tree. And so I told her, so there's a little bird in my holly tree, and he's just, I don't know that I'll ever make as good a music as this little bird. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for. That's what I'm listening to right now. And so she wrote the article, Holly Tree Hopeful, about me wanting to play as well as this little bird. And so that I thought it was a very clever title on her part. Her name's Savannah. I forget her last name. Sorry, Savannah. But anyway, she's very bright, very sweet, and a great journalist. And I don't know if that's what she's going to do with her career, but she certainly is able to. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so that name was just floating around in the back of my mind. And the other thing about this was I had this little melody that I thought was a very happy-sounding melody. And when I think of like happy little melodies, I usually think of birds or like animals or something like that. So it came to me to call it Holly Tree Hopeful. So that's the reason for the title, and that's how that worked. Now the other thing that was interesting about this was I had known Dr. Marcus Reddick for a while, done some recording projects with him, but had never had a chance to work with him on any of my things. So this song was the first chance that I got to work with Marcus on percussion, and he just nailed it. Just was amazing.
You're welcome, Marcus.
Yeah, $50, please. Anyway, and then actually the person that's really I think should be thinking this is his wife Maria, because it keeps him busy and keeps him from doing weird stuff at the house. He was just telling me the other day about how he's dug up his backyard, and I think that's going to be a real problem. Anyway, long story, and you guys don't really want to know about it. But anyway, so so that was the first time, and then I needed somebody to play. I decided that the melody would work best with guitar and vibes or vibraphone, sort of trading licks. And I was like, well, we could do keyboard vibes, which Tom and I have done, and you actually did on, what song was that? Is it dot dot dot?
Yeah.
And it worked fine, but I thought, I really want some real vibes and somebody to play them. And so Marcus, being doctor of percussion, he also played vibes. So he came in and played vibes and did an amazing job on that as well. So it really features him a lot. The last thing that I remember about this song that I think is very, very cool is Tom and I had it was the second time we'd written a song together, and after this song we'd written it together, we said, man, we ought to write something together. We got together one time and wrote something, which we'll talk about later. We got together, wrote another track, and we wrote this song, and we just kind of had these weird, hey, I've got a 2-hour hole in my day, you want to come write a song, and kind of thing. And so this was the second time we'd done that, but we actually had enough time that Tom laid down and I laid down my guitar parts and his keyboard parts. And then Tom kind of intended it as a demo, and kind of forgot that he'd even done it.
Dad.
And I decided it was good enough to actually finish and put it on a CD.
Well, we wrote it in, because I got it marked down here.
Yeah.
July of 2010.
Okay, July 2010.
When did you do the final recording? Was that?
It was that year, because the album that it's on, which is called the ShadowSound, came out February of 2011.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It had been 7 months. No wonder I forgot.
Yeah, and so I play it for Tom. And he knew it was our song. That. He knew he was. He's like, oh, who's that playing piano?
And he laughed at me.
I was like,
it's you idiot.
I mean, And but anyway, it was really fun. But here's the other thing: we decided that the intro of the song was going to be just free form. That we weren't going to play to a click. We were just going to let it flow. Right. And then after that, so there was no meter per se. And then after that, it was going to go into a very specific sort of bossa nova feel and a very specific tempo and everything else. So I just hit record, and and we improvised, trading licks back and forth. He played piano lick, I played guitar lick. He played piano lick, I played. And do you know that it turned out to be, without intending it, without listening or watching or anything to time ourselves, it turned out to be exactly 24 measures.
I remember that, and then when the time for the downbeat came, it's like boom, it's like, oh cool, we don't have to mess with it.
It was awesome.
It saved us some work.
Oh, it saved a lot of work. So it was really cool, and I loved it. So anyway, those are my recollections I wanted to share. I didn't mean to take all the talking there.
This is a very extraordinarily cool hat, by the way.
Oh, this is actually it's your hat.
Which is why I think it's extraordinarily cool. It's a genuine.
Not genuine.
Genuine Indiana Jones hat.
Now, explain to me how it's genuine.
Well, because it has a logo.
Where?
In there. See?
No. What's that say?
It says Indiana Jones, authentic hat.
Where'd you get it?
Pam got it from, I actually don't remember where she got it.
Geeks.com?
No. A mall up in Chattanooga.
I got to tell you, I love
Back in the day.
There's a great website called Think Geek.
Yes.
That I do love.
I do like that too.
I bought a Nikola Tesla action figure from there.
Only you.
Hey, dude, he's cool. Doesn't get enough respect.
He's also dead.
Well, yeah. But cell phone technology is really based on some of his early theories.
That's awesome. Mm-hmm.
Microwave relays. Anyways. So now, what else? Did you think of anything that you want to add to this?
Well, I remember we were trying to figure out how to end it because it has a really funky ending.
Right.
And we decided, what happens if we do a double time? And poof, there it goes. And when we recorded, I was thinking, okay, this is just a rough draft and all that kind of stuff. And I think we did it in one take.
Yeah. And I decided, that's good enough to actually use.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing, I remember the double time, and Marcus did a very cool interpretation of the double time at the end. So it really has an interesting feel. It is double time. He's still doing double time, but it's a very interesting feel. So I think you'll really enjoy it, and it's got some really fine percussion work and some good guitar work as well, and great piano work. The intro, I think, with Tom and I trading licks is really nice.
Cool. So, as usual, bunch of ear candy, stuff to listen to. Not exactly there. It's easy to listen to, but it's also got a bunch of unexpected stuff in it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So, again, the tune.
And I think this may be one of the songs where you don't have a piano solo, where there's not a piano solo.
Correct.
I think it's just me and Marcus on that. And there's a few songs you don't have piano solos on, but not many. Like Give 5, for example, I think is just flute and guitar.
Right.
Most of them you play a solo on, but yeah, I know this is one that
it keeps the variety up. It's a mixture of stuff.
It is a mixture. And next time we do an album, we're going to use I'm thinking like all didgeridoos. You know what I mean? Actually, we'll just do that. And then maybe how some dogs howling in the background. That's what my dad sings. Poor fella.
Well,
love you, Dad.
Indeed.
All right, so that's the end of this one, right?
That's Holly Tree Hopeful.
Holly Tree Hopeful.
The album is Mixture. JoeyStuckey.com, JoeyStuckey.blogspot.com. And remember, the scores will be available online. Subscribe to the newsletter, subscribe to the podcast and the vidcast, vodcast, whatever they call it.
I think it is vodcast.
Whatever.
Hey, Tom. Like if I do this, can people still see me?
Parts of you, yes.
Because if I feel like I should be invisible when I do this.
Okay.
All right. Anyway,
you go with that.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.